The pre-trip. What's going on, everybody? Lockoutmen back again for this podcast for you guys. Before we even get into the actual show, this is where we just conversate amongst me and my special guest tonight. And for the people that's, for the replay people. So basically, that's what this is. So what's going on, Mr. J? What's going on with you, man?
Oh, good, man. I'm glad I'm here. It's been a while. I'm glad I finally made it.
But I appreciate you. We've been conversating back and forth to get this done, man. You want to come in and holler at your boy. I really do appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah, I'll start off by saying I'm a big fan. I try to catch every single one of your shows. But you know how it is being on the road. You gotta rely on a signal and having the time to actually stop and enjoy it. So
right, and now that I'm like flipping the script, you know what I'm saying, like I'm going on at different times. I try to keep it at 8 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, but sometimes
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm still going to keep it at 8 o'clock, but like if I'm rolling or something like that, I can't keep the 8 o'clock showing because I don't want to stop, especially if my clock is running off of if my 14-hour clock running off of my drive clock, then I want to try not to stop. You know what I'm saying?
I always wondered how you figured out your schedule with that because, with me, my hours are always so different. It'd be hard for me to schedule a specific time every day to do a show.
Exactly. See, luckily for me, I usually have I get my load in the morning. So I know if I get my load in the morning, I know I'm going to drive majority of the day. Usually I have maybe about an hour to an hour and a half on my 14-hour clock to use. You see what I'm saying? So it won't go into my drive clock. That's not always the case, though. That's not always the case, man. All right. Well, I got some quick questions for you. Brought to you by Pod Decks. It's the interview cards that they sent me, and I appreciate Pod Decks for sending me. Let me see, the first and second edition. So we're going to start off. Let me shuffle them right quick. We shuffling. And the first question out of the deck is, what is something weird that you recommend everyone tries at least once?
Something weird everyone tries at least once. Okay. I have one that's very weird, and it's a food. So my wife is Filipino, so there's obviously a lot of unique foods when you come from another country, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a specific dish called a dinigawan.
Okay.
And it's basically a pork dish, but it's fried or sauteed with pig's blood.
Pig's blood.
Pig's blood. Okay, and I know it sounds nasty, and it looks nasty too. It looks like melted blood when you're eating it. But man, talk about the flavor of everything inside that pig going into the meat. It's amazing, and I definitely recommend trying it at least one time. If you can get past what it actually is, I think you'll like it.
This just keeps going back to the chitlin thing, man.
Yeah, there you go.
It just keeps going back. I mean, it's like maybe 3 episodes in a row that, since that chitlin episode with Melissa, Now you coming with something in pig's blood.
Yes.
How is that kosher?
Well, it's a Filipino dish, an Asian dish. So it's definitely not something you would find on every menu here in America, obviously. Um, but if you go to an Asian store, they do sell pork blood in a container that's made just for that dish, and
Wow,
people eat it, people buy it.
pig's blood. Okay. What? All right. Now I'm not sure if you have a roommate, but have you ever had any guests that that came over to stay at your house for a while?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So what's your worst roommate or house guest story?
Oh gosh. Well, I don't have that many visitors that often to really come up with a good story. Um, I would have to say, just sharing a bathroom with a stranger and then leaving a mess, that's definitely not cool. But I can't think of a specific story around it.
Nah, they didn't leave no surprise in the toilet, did they?
No, nothing like
That
that.
would not that would not be cool at all, man. Like, you come out the bathroom and you just happen to leave a present for the next person in there. Like, what the fuck, bro? I can
Okay,
understand.
you know what I do have one now that I think about it, and it's probably a little more clean than that.
Okay.
I have an uncle that will not be watching this show, so I can say this. Whenever he comes over, man, uh, he's one of those guys that like to chomp when he eats, and I'm talking like loud, like smacking so loud, and
Mhm.
that's such a pet peeve for me, man. I hate people that chomp. It just drives me nuts. So I literally cannot even sit at the table with him when he eats. It's that bad.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean, I don't have no I guess I don't have no roommate story for myself, except that I guess I am my own house guest in the house where I'm at, because my kids, they pretty much took over the upstairs. I still got my bedroom, but my son rented out my room to one of his friends for a month, because she was left out in the cold by her situation. And then I came home one day. He stopped me at the door. He was like, "Hold up before you go upstairs." I was like, "What's up?" He was like, I got a female upstairs." I was like, "Bird?" I was like, "Okay, how old is she?" I mean, I don't know, how old is she, man? Because she got to be around my age. He was like, "No, bro, no." I was like, "All right, fine." So, but yeah, I guess that's not the worst story, I guess, but yeah, that was my situation at the time. All right, so John, man, would you rather have unlimited sushi or unlimited tacos for life?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Are we talking Taco Bell tacos or street tacos?
I don't even fuck with Taco Bell, so
Yeah, if we're talking like authentic street tacos, I'd say tacos over sushi.
okay. Then I'll go with you. I'll follow your lead on that one, man, because I don't even mess with Taco Bell. I can't even remember the last time that I ate Taco Bell tacos, man. I
Well,
think
and you think about it. I mean, you can't really have a bad taco, but you can have a bad sushi. So tacos definitely win.
yeah, I think I had a bad taco, and yeah, the bathroom was my friend for a while, man. All right,
Oh no.
last question before we start the show, man, because we got a few people up in here now. If you had someone following you around wait, if you had someone following you around all the time, what would you have them do?
Hmm. Well, that's a good question. I guess they could be my driver. It would be nice to have a chauffeur and just have one drive you around all the time.
Now, you know me, like if I was now a person that would do that, you know, that would follow me around, I think I would definitely take the dollar accounts because I can have them to unload the trailer. I think I would have them unload the trailer, bro. That's what I think.
You don't have to pay a lumper fee anymore.
Huh?
You won't have to pay a lumper fee no more if you do that.
Exactly, man. All right, well, we got a few people up in the building. We about to go ahead and start the show. All you have to do is stay a minute, just take your time. The clock is ticking, so stay. All you have to do is stay. What's going on, guys? Lockoutmen back again with another video for that ass. I am your humble host, Lockoutmen, and this is the Lockoutmen podcast show for Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Yes, sir. So if you guys is out, if y'all made it home, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. If you guys are over the road and still driving, please stay safe. And hopefully at least one of these so-called restaurants out here would give you guys some type of service without the bullshit. So it's I just hope, you know what I'm saying? Last years we had places like Iron Skillet, you know, hooking us up. We had places like Country Kitchen hooking us up. But this year, everything is pretty much closed. And yeah. So, but hopefully you guys have a good Thanksgiving and definitely stay safe. If you like content like this and more, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell and that all button, and make sure you hit the like button when you come up in the building. Even if you come up in here and you don't like what's going on or the conversation or the topic or whatever, just hit that button just to let YouTube knows that you guys rock with me. Well, tonight's special guest, man, comes from I think we've been trying to get at each other for a hot minute, man. You sent out the call. You was like, yo, I want to come in. I want to talk about my experience. I'm like, all right. We went back and forth, and now he is finally here. Welcome to the show, Trucker John. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. What's going on, big man?
Hey, what's going on? How's everyone doing today?
All right. So we got in the L.O.M community, we got C1 Specialized. What's going on, bro? Everybody else is still filing up in here. So if you guys want to say something, y'all feel free to say something. If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. Yo, Trucker John, man, where are you at in the part of the world right now?
Right now, I'm sitting in the back of a truck going down a highway in Oregon.
Oregon, is that your first time there? Or is that your first time there, or you been there a few times?
This is probably my third or fourth time since I've been on the truck.
Okay. Oregon, ain't that one of them cold? Ain't that one of them cold chain states up there?
I just got done driving through the snow. Yeah, it's coming down up here right now.
Are you serious? What's the weather?
Say again?
What's the weather?
Oh man, it was snowing. It was snowing pretty bad right now.
What's the degrees out there?
It was 32 last time I checked.
Man. So you say you drove up there plenty of times. So you're a new jack in the game. So is that pretty much helping your experience getting that snow drive, getting that winter type drive? Have you chained up yet?
No, I have not chained up yet.
All right. So what's the experience for you, doing that type of drive? Let them know
You
how.
Yeah, one of the main reasons I started this time of year in my training is I wanted to make sure I had a good trainer with me while I drove through a winter storm. And this is my second winter storm I've been driving through since I've started. So yeah, mission accomplished there. I really feel sorry for anyone who has to go through training in the summertime and then they hit winter and they don't know what to do. I didn't want to be in that situation.
Exactly. I had my training in the wintertime. So I was very night and winter. I was very thankful to get that experience. So now I knew exactly what to do in, how to, if my truck start to slip, or, how to keep a little bit further back, keep your distance open while, driving in traffic. And this it's crazy. It's crazy learning how to drive in the wintertime versus how to drive in the summertime, because the people that drive in the summertime, they driving on dry land, they driving on sunny days, and then all of a sudden they get in the wintertime where it gets dark early and that road start to be a little bit tumultuous. They don't know what to do because they wasn't never taught at that time what to do. So, what kind of tips can you give new jats that's coming in, that's did summer driving, that's now transitioning into winter driving?
I would say first of all, it's not as scary as it seems. I was a little intimidated going into my first winter storm. Um, you see it on YouTube all the time. You see it on Facebook, all these trucks flipped over and spun out and jackknifed, and so that was my fear. That's what I thought. I thought that was what I was going to experience out here. And man, as long as you go slow, keep your following distance, and don't do anything stupid, you're not going to wind up being one of those drivers.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Trucker John, let's hear your backstory, man. Where you came from and where you grew up at.
Yeah, so I originally from Southern California. Grew up in Long Beach,
Okay.
and I've been living near San Francisco for the last almost 20 plus years now. So that's where I've been. That's where I started my family, was in San Francisco area.
Okay. Long Beach. Okay. That's what's up. So you down in the sun, like every day is a good day, man. What made you what you was doing all that time while you was down there?
Well, I mean, I was down there pretty much in my younger years, all the way through high school. Um, and then once I got married and started my career, that's when I wound up in Northern California.
All right. So what you was doing before you got into trucking?
So I did a few things. I did a lot of corporate security, but right before I got into trucking, I was a motor coach operator. So I drove a tour bus.
Okay. Now you talking about driving the tour bus for like celebrities or something like that?
Sometimes, yes. I mean, the company I work for is a quite large company up in Northern California. So we did everything from Google shuttle buses to casino runs to school field trips. As far as celebrities, yeah, I mean, we did do the NFL. We had the account, so we would do a lot of football games. Whenever a football team lands, we pick them up at the airport, take them to the hotels, take a game, that kind of stuff.
All right, so tell us. I know you. I know you got a. I know you got an NFL story for us, man. What you got? What you got?
Oh man, you were breaking up real bad there. Say that again.
I know you got an NFL story for us, man, on the tour bus. What you got?
Well, I
Uh-oh. Oh, his internet just crapped out. All right, so while we're waiting for Trucker John to come back in, Let me go ahead and acknowledge some of you guys that just popped up in here. C1 Specialized, what's going on? Teddy the Trucker, what's going on? Mac Millie, what's going on? Trucker John, there you go. He just popped back in here. There you go. You just popped out there for a minute.
Driving through the hills here in Oregon, so I don't have a great signal.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So you was before you rudely got disconnected, you was about to tell us about an NFL story, man. What's up about that tour bus, man?
Yeah, and sorry to disappoint, but man, I'm not a sports guy. I don't follow sports at all. So all these famous athletes got on the bus, man. I really don't know who really anyone is. But what I can say is, they're all really pretty cool. Usually the team will give you a hat when you're driving the bus. And I would say the coolest thing about it is you get the police escort pretty much wherever you go. So that's always fun to do.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to worry about being stopped at no stoplights and stuff like that. You got the full straight through, huh? All the way.
Yeah, even in the busy Bay Area traffic, yeah, they just take it down, different ways where you don't get stuck. So it's pretty cool.
So from the airport to the stadium, straight through, huh?
Yeah, and to the hotels, yeah.
Oh man, let me ask you this, man. Being that you guys do that you did a lot of NFL pickups. Were you able to get into the stadium for free? I mean, was you able to go to the game?
No. The only time that they ever let any one of us go into the game, and I just happened not to be there at that time, was at one of the Super Bowl games when they held the Super Bowl at the 49ers stadium. They were able to go in. But I wasn't there for that one, unfortunately.
Damn it, man.
Usually they usually make us wait with the bus.
Okay. Now being a tour bus driver, that's a class B, right?
Yeah, it's basically a class B with air brakes. So right. I wanted to upgrade to a class A. Basically, I had to do combinations and my tanker endorsement. That was it.
All right, so you got your driving the tour bus. You had to have your passengers endorsement too, right?
That is correct. Yeah, and it did transfer over to my class A. So I'm one of the rare guys that has a passenger endorsement on my class A.
All right. So when you went to school, did you wanted to do class A, or you just said, let me go ahead and do class B and work my way up from there?
Yeah, when I got out of doing corporate security, I didn't know what I was going to do. I just knew it wasn't going to be that anymore. And at first I thought, well, let me be a school bus driver. I think that'd be an interesting job. And, you get to be off on the weekends and off in the summertime. And through my research, I found out the motor coach drivers, they made a little bit more money. They got a little bit more perks, and it seemed like a pretty fun job. So that's why I jumped into that.
All right. So you mentioned you mentioned corporate security. Let me see. I see here. All right. So you don't want to go into too much details about that, but you was in security for 5 years for places like Cedar Fair, Disney, and stuff like that. What, if you can speak on what do that entails? Like,
yeah, so I did come from a law enforcement style background. So basically going into a corporate security function, I was basically a company investigator. So I would handle a lot of fraud claims and all kinds of different criminal complaints against the companies, employee theft, things like that. I'd be the guy that would go in there and do a full investigation.
Oh, okay. 5 years in 5 years in the game of corporate security. Why did you decide to step out of it?
Mainly because I relocated away from the Bay Area out into the Central Valley, like out into the Modesto area. And it is just too difficult to commute to the Bay Area. So I started looking for different career opportunities. Plus, I was getting burned out dealing with that type of work.
Okay.
So that's how I found my bus driving gig. And man, I really love that job. It was a great job.
How long you was in bus driving before you transitioned into semi?
So I was there for 2 years. And the only reason why I had to start looking to transition was because of COVID. It basically shut down the motor coach industry. Just like almost any other industry, everything shut down.
You got the motor coach industry must have got hit hard after COVID.
Yeah, I still talk to a lot of my former coworkers, even my boss, my fleet manager. He still calls me every now and then, see how I'm doing, and they're still hurting. They're still trying to recover right now. It's not back yet.
So COVID hit, since COVID season hit you guys that hard, and it forced you into a totally different profession. Do you ever think that we're gonna ever come up out of this COVID though, for real?
Man, I really hope so. I was kind of hoping by this time already we had some answers. They had talked about vaccines and get everything back to normal, and it seemed to slowly get normal. My kids went back to school. They started opening up the movie theaters again. Things started to slowly move, but I think maybe we were premature on that, and it is kicking back up again. And at that rate, I don't think anything's going to open for a while.
What's your stance on this mandate now? We gotta wear masks. It looks like we're gonna have to be wearing masks for quite some time now. What's your stance on that?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with the concept. We need to protect ourselves. But what I find silly is I can't walk into a restaurant without my mask on or I get yelled at. But once I sit down, I can take my mask off to eat my food around everyone else. Things like that just kind of seem silly, and I don't think that's going in the right direction.
It's kind of scratched my head because I put a picture up on my Instagram, and let me see if I can bring it up. Let me hold on right quick. Let me see if I can bring it up because it was funny to me that I go in to this place into Denny's, and it's a big ass sign that says please wear, here it is. It's a big ass sign that says please wear your mask right here. It says wear a mask, but these two right here.
Yeah, I saw
that. Yeah, exactly. I'm scratching my head on that. Like,
yeah,
okay.
Well, and that's the thing. You go in there and they're so strict about it. Even some of the receivers and shippers we go to, they're very strict about it. But then the employees themselves they're telling you to wear a mask while they don't have a mask on. It's like, well, what's the point?
And they're not wearing it right either. Like you're supposed to be like over your nose. And I get it. I wear glasses, so it falls up my glasses, but still, you're supposed to wear it over your nose. I got people that coming over here that wearing it like this up under their nose, and I'm like, bro,
yeah.
and then I see them wear like what do you call these face shields? I'm looking at that too. Like, what are you protecting?
What's it doing? Yeah.
So
yeah, that's why I think it's silly, but I get the concept and I agree with the protection part of it. I just don't think it's doing anything.
So the Bay Area, man, what was life like? That's where you was born and raised?
Well, I was born and raised in Southern California. I was raised in Long Beach. But for the last 20 years in the Bay Area, I mean, in the last year since COVID happened, we were out in the valley, but everything was shut down. I mean, it was like a ghost town. I went to San Francisco right when COVID started picking up to catch a flight somewhere, like one of the last few flights that were still running, and it was like a ghost town. Nobody was around. It was weird.
Wow. So what was life? What was life like for a young trucker John coming up in the Bay Area? All that sun, all that beach, all that beautiful bodies down there.
Yeah, I definitely had some fun memories of being down at the beach. They have beautiful beaches down on Long Beach. San Francisco's a little bit year round is cold. You really can't go to the beach and enjoy it like Southern California. It's not the same thing. But it's still beautiful and it's fun to go check it out.
JJ Hammer says you're from the Bay Area, so it's going to either be the Niners or the Raiders. Which
we actually never dealt with the Niners when it comes to busing because they're local. They don't need a ride. The Raiders we would take to their practice. They have a camp up in Napa. We take them up there to go practice.
All right, so that's what's up, man.
JJ Hammer down. If you're asking if I'm a fan of either one, no, like I said before, I'm not a sports guy, so I can't say I have a favorite.
All right, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So coming up out of the bus industry, what made you decide to be a trucker? Like, what made you to go into trucking?
It's a great question. I have truckers in my family, extended family, not immediate family, except for my sister. My sister started with CR England back in the 90s. Ugh. So she drove with them for, gosh, I want to say a good 4 or 5 years before she found a local job. She's been doing it ever since. She's been a truck driver since the 90s. So I've always had exposure to the industry through her. But the reason why I chose it was basically because I needed something. After experiencing what happened with COVID and losing my job, I've never been unemployed before. I've never had to apply for unemployment. And it was a very eye-opening experience. Mm-hmm. And I never wanted that to happen again. So I needed to choose a profession that I knew that wouldn't happen to. So I needed to find an essential position that I could jump into that didn't require 4 years of school or some crazy, 6-week academy or something. And truck driver just kind of fit that bill, and it sounded like a fun, interesting job, so I went for it.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. JJ Hammer says he's from San Jose, California. So that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I got some California people up in this piece, man. That's what's up. So when you was transitioning, did you go back to school to get your class A, or did you jump with a company to get your class to get upgraded to your class A?
Yeah, I researched a few different ways, and I think the easiest way would have just to go pay for my own schooling at like a local truck driving school and do that. But finding a job after doing that, I found to be a little bit more difficult from what I've researched. A lot of these really good companies you want to work for, they require 2 years of experience. And a lot of that experience is over the road experience. So that's why I decided to go with a major carrier to do my training.
Okay. Now, they didn't consider the fact that you was driving, you had the class B for 2 years, right?
Right.
So they didn't consider that as experience?
No, not really. The California DMV, they did. They were very forgiving when it came to all of my testing. Like I said, when I went to apply for my Class A, I basically.
He got cut out again. He got cut out again. Oh man, hold on right quick. I got something for you.
And I only had to take my.
Hold on. You broke up there for a minute. Yeah, you kind of broke up there for a minute there. All right, what you were saying now? You were frozen for maybe like 2 seconds.
Okay, so I was saying the California DMV, they basically had me take my combinations and my tanker endorsement. I didn't have to take anything else to get my Class A.
Oh, okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
But as far as the trucking companies, and I'm with Prime Inc., they still want me to go through their whole training process because I don't have experience driving a truck.
All right. So what's the hardest part? You just mentioned Prime. So what's the hardest part of the trucking school part of Prime? Doing the school part.
For me, I had a really good advantage coming from the bus industry because I dealt with the large vehicles. The air brake systems are the same. The pre-trips are everything is pretty much the same. It's just driving the tractor and trailer that didn't intimidate me. That was no problem. I'd say the most difficult part was just being away from family. I've never been away from my family for such a long time. And even to this point, that's still the hardest thing that I've had to deal with so far.
All right. So coming into Prime, you went through their training school. How many? Now you came in. Now you must have came in during COVID time, or how long have you been driving? Maybe I'm premature saying what I'm saying. So let me ask you this: how long you been with Prime?
I started training in September.
This past September.
Just under 3 months.
Oh, okay.
Almost 3 months now.
So I guess now I can say what I was about to say then. So you came in during COVID season with Prime.
Correct. Yes, correct.
All right. So how many people did they have, and how many people that made it through?
Our class started with 14, which was a bigger number than I was expecting a very small number because of COVID-19. But yeah, we had 14 in the class, and I think all 10, about 10. I think I'd say 10 people made it through. I think a few of them dropped out. I think one failed the drug test, and the other one just quit. Everyone else made it through.
Let's go back to that, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. How is it that these guys that goes all the way out to these companies only to get knocked back from the damn drug test? Like, I don't know what they I don't know what going through their head, man.
So
you breaking up a little bit, John. There you go. You just came back. Now? Yeah, just got you. Came back.
So with Prime, they had me do a drug test before I came out, so it shouldn't have been an issue. So I think they surprise drug test this guy. So he did something after his drug test, So yeah, that was really stupid.
I don't get it. I mean, you already know that when you go out to these places, it's already bad enough. Like if you taking a long ass bus ride from point A all the way out to Springfield, man, wouldn't you know that you want to be at least clean when you have a drug test going, so you won't have to take that long ass bus ride back?
That's right. Yeah, some people just don't have common sense, man.
Speaking of bus rides, how did they get you out there?
Well, they gave me the option of taking the bus or flying, but then I'd have to quarantine for 5 days. So they said if I rent a car, then I could start right away and I don't have to quarantine. So I just rented a car.
Hold on. Wait. So right now, if they get you there by bus or plane, you will have to quarantine for 5 days?
Yeah, you have to quarantine. I believe it's actually it's a week now. You have to quarantine. And while you're in your hotel room on quarantine, that's where you basically do all of your computer-based training, all of the online training stuff, And then once you pass your quarantine, you take a COVID test. And as long as you're negative, then you can actually start your orientation class and start training. That's why a lot of people rent a car, because they don't want to take all that time.
So is this now as a staple with Prime now?
I don't want to say yes or no to that. That's just what they did with me. And I know others that did the same thing. But I've also talked to a few people with Prime that they still flew out and they did the quarantine. I don't know if that was their choice or if Prime made them do that.
Okay. Woo. Well, I'm not about the bus. Now I will fly. I will do that, but I'm not about the bus, and I will drive. So they reimburse you your rental car and your fuel and all like that?
Yeah, they gave me a certain dollar amount to play with, and it was more than enough to get out there with fuel and everything.
Okay. So now you're what are you in now? What is it? The PSP or the TNT TV? What is it now?
I'm a little halfway through my TNT phase right now.
All right, so TNT phase is trainer, and trainee, right?
Correct. Yes. So basically, we're running teams on our truck. I drive my shift. He drives his shifts. We just take turns like a normal team.
You froze up again. Okay.
We do.
There you go. You coming back? Are you moving? You must be moving. Oh, he's still frozen. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Until I reach 50,000 miles.
All right,
there we go.
you still your video's still frozen. There you go. All right, you froze up for.
That's what happens when you're cruising around the road.
You froze up for about 10 seconds there. So you was saying about your 50,000 miles. What you was saying about that now?
Yeah, so basically we just run as a team, and I have to do that until I reach my 50,000 miles. And once I reach that milestone, I can upgrade and I'll go into my own truck as a solo driver.
All right. So 50,000 miles, I really think that is just entirely too long. So tell us about how it's going so far for you.
It's funny you say that, because when I first started researching Prime, they're one of the few companies that make you go that far, 50,000 miles. And the entire time I was thinking to myself, that's too long, man. That's going to drag. That's more than 3 months.
All right, we probably might have to do the call in.
So I'm about 30,000. It's just, yeah. So I think it's just enough. I don't think it was too much. I think for most people, 50,000 miles is good.
Yeah, you keep breaking. Yeah, every people's commenting in the comments said, I don't know what Resto says. He says he was blowing the candles. Don't know what that means, but yeah, your internet is keep going in and out on us, man. Is they okay? There you go. You just pop back. Is your trainer driving now? Are y'all driving or y'all sitting?
Yeah, no, we're on the road. We're driving right now.
Okay, so that's why it keeps going in and out then.
Yeah, and that's why I'm bouncing around.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so, we're running hard, man. We don't stop. We keep going.
I got you, man. So doing the TNT phase, you guys got did you guys make a plan? See, there you go. I might have to bring him on the phone. So hold on, y'all. Hold on. Give me a second. Did he have Cricket Wireless? Hold on. Let me see if I can hold on. Let me see if I can get him on the phone right quick. And we'll probably continue this interview via phone. Let me see.
Hello?
All right. So I'm thinking we probably might need to continue it through via phone.
Okay.
Yeah, because by the way you keep by the way you keep bouncing through your connection and all like that, it keeps knocking you out and all like that. So
Yeah,
is it all right though?
yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, sorry about that.
All right, no, you're good, you good. It's just that the people won't be able to see you no more. All right, so JJ Hammerdown says you must be running through the Northwest Mountains.
Yeah, we're heading. We're in Oregon, heading down towards Utah right now. We're actually on our way to Salt Lake City at the moment.
Okay. That's what's up. So being that you're teaming right now, is there some type of was there some type of I don't know, some, like I heard horror stories of people not getting along with their trainers because their trainers like are assholes and all like that. The trainer that you with, not an asshole, strict. What kind of camaraderie you guys got going on right now?
That's a great question, and that was my number one fear coming into this. It wasn't, back in the truck. I wasn't driving the truck or driving through the snow. My greatest fear was being stuck in a box with somebody for 3 months and not getting along with them and just going through hell. That was my biggest fear.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed, and I'm so thankful that I get along with my trainer. My trainer is amazing. He's a great mentor. He's an owner operator, so he's got so much knowledge on the business side of it, and I couldn't be happier with it.
So after you finish your TNT and you go and test out, are you gonna do what everybody else did at Prime and jump into the lease, or are you gonna go company driver, or are you trying to figure it out?
The lease program does seem very interesting. Unfortunately, coming from California, Prime does not hire lease drivers out of the state of California. So even if I wanted to go lease, they would not allow me to.
Wait, why?
There's some sort of law. It's California and I believe New Jersey, and I can't quote the specific law, but there's a law saying that we can't be considered independent contractors with Prime.
All right, Jeff says, I don't understand why you gotta get a tanker license to haul water when everywhere else you haul water, you don't have to have it. Go ahead.
Yeah, there you
go. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, so basically, and I thought the same thing. Why the heck am I getting a tanker endorsement if I'm never going to drive a tank truck? Even though we have a tanker division, it's such a small division, I would never drive for that division. Somebody told me that there's a new law that went out that it doesn't have to be a tanker. If the vehicle holds a certain amount of liquid, even though it's in the cargo area in the trailer, you have to have a tanker endorsement because of the surge.
That's that's when I worked for my past company. They asked me if I had my tankers endorsements, and I was like, yeah, but I'm over here sitting like, but I'm running drive-in. Why do I need my tankers? I mean, I got my tankers, but why do I need my tankers in this particular instance? Because of the liquid that we're hauling in the drive-in, we had to have our tankers for it.
Right. So it depends on, I think it's either the weight or the amount of gallons. So I forget which one it is. Once it gets over a certain number, whether it's the weight of the gallons, and they require you to be tanker endorsed.
All right. So what are some of the challenges that you're facing right now? I mean, what's some of the issues that you think that you still might need some work at?
Yeah, I don't want to sound cocky, but I really feel like I've got this thing down. Even my trainer says I'm a natural. He's very impressed with me. So with that said, I would say the biggest challenge I have is building up my endurance, if that makes sense. It's normal to drive 3, 4, 5 hours straight, but when you have to drive up to 11 hours in a day, that's different. That's a whole new ballgame, and it's taken me a while to build up to being able to drive such long distance. That's my biggest challenge right now.
Okay. Now, as far as your trainer being an owner operator, how did he say how long he was in the game for?
Yeah, he's been doing this for 15 years, and he's been with Prime for 8 years as an owner operator. So he knows the lease program very well.
Okay, so let me ask you this: is he owner operator? Is his own truck that you're in right now, or is it a Prime truck that you're in right now?
So kind of both. So Prime has 2 different leasing programs. They have one that's a walkaway lease. You sign a lease and you lease a truck, just like pretty much any other company. Mm-hmm. Other companies may have the second lease. Also, what they do is you put a down payment on a truck, which I believe is $14,000. Then you run that truck like a lease truck for 4 years, 3 or 4 years, and then you get the title to the truck. So it'll be your truck after the lease.
Okay. So Trucker John, man, we got to talk about this name, man. Why is it that everybody that's getting the trucking has to have trucking, trucker, truck something, truck this, truck that? Why Trucker John, man? What's what's the name?
I have noticed that also, and it all comes down to YouTube. That's what it came down to for me. When I started my YouTube channel, I started it off as a bus driving channel. I wanted to showcase the motor coach industry. And I literally filmed 4 videos for my channel when the industry got shut down from COVID. So my channel got scrapped. So when I got into trucking, I was like, well, let me just continue that same concept, but into trucking, into the trucking industry, and show that side of the world. And so I was like, man, I got to come up with a good name. I had to change my YouTube name. And I was like, well, I'm a trucker. I'm going to be a trucker. My name's John, so I just went simple, Trucker John. Not realizing that there's like 20 other Trucker Johns on YouTube, and if I'm trying to make a name for myself, I need to stand out a little. But it's actually at that point, I have almost 500 followers. I just know way I can change my name now.
Well, you know what, man? You got to be when it comes to YouTube, and I'm about to bring up his channel since he mentioned it. So make sure you guys go and subscribe to him, which I'm about to do right now, and hit that all button. I hit that for you. It is a lot of trucker, whoever name is, on YouTube, man. So I would probably suggest, if anything, is that come up with and don't take this the wrong way. Just come up with a different type, unique name. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, you got Trucker Brown, you got Trucker Jim, you got Trucker Jan, you got Trucker this and Trucker that and Trucker. And when somebody go and type in the word trucker, like, hold on, like you type in, I got Trucker Josh, Trucker Brown, Trucker Jukebox, Trucker Life, Trucker Named Jay, Trucker Horror Stories. You see what I'm saying? So, when people trying to look for you on the algorithm, it's going to be hard for them to actually find you, because, like you said, when you type in Trucker John, Trucker John, and on here you'll pop up, you'll pop up first, but then you got Trucker John Show, you got another Trucker John right here, then there's you, then there's you, then there's you, and there's the one that we live right now. There you go. But yeah, but when you if you want to stand out, on YouTube, you probably, like when you get a little bit more subscribers, like maybe 1,000 or something like that,
right.
You probably, and don't use Prime. Don't Trucker John Prime. Okay.
No.
You can use you can use Prime in your to get. Here's a tip. You can use Prime in your titles, and you will get a little bit more views when you use Prime in the titles. Now, I don't know how Prime feel. I don't know how Prime feel about you having the truck or trailer in the in the thumbnail or in the video, but if you put it in the title, they shouldn't have nothing to say because this is your channel. And speaking of your channel, did Prime have the book of YouTube, bruh?
Say that again.
Do Prime have the book of YouTube? Meaning, let me explain what I mean by that. So when you came into Prime, did they in the orientation, did they mention anything to you about YouTube?
I got you. No, there was nothing specific to YouTube. I'm not sure if they know how big their name is in the YouTube game. I would say the closest thing they have to it is they just don't want us sharing information about sensitive loads that we carry through social media. But other than that, they haven't said anything about us. They don't police YouTube, from what I understand.
Trust me, they do police it. They got somebody. They got somebody there that goes through their they type in Prime and they got somebody that sips through all the people that use Prime or talk about Prime or their drivers.
And with that said, with that said, like I'm definitely trying to keep as positive as I can with my channel. I want to show the very positive side of the trucking industry. There's a lot of YouTubers out there, and I watch them. They show the bad side. They show the negative side. They feed off the drama part of it for their channel. Mm-hmm. And I want to be the opposite of that. So I think as long as I'm being nice and I'm being positive, I'm showing things in a positive light, I really don't see what harm I would be doing for them.
All right. So you said you go back a little bit because you did say you started your channel as a busing channel. So what did you want the people to know about busing at the time when you started the channel?
Yeah, it's one of the different things that bus drivers do. You always see the charter buses driving down the road, and that's all you know about it. I wanted to show the ins and outs of it, the different places we go, the different beautiful sceneries we see, the different clientele that we dealt with. I just wanted to show the entire part of that industry.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. And then when you got into trucking, what do you want people to get out of it now?
Basically the same thing. I mean, it's the same concept. I want them to see, what it's like to be an actual driver. Right now, obviously, I'm focused on being a rookie driver, focused on training. I'm focusing a little bit on Prime. But once I'm out on my own and I'm not in training anymore, I do plan to switch up my content just a little bit. I am going to try and get away from saying that I work for Prime. I'm going to go more into just what do I do as a truck driver on a basis.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I got to give you hold on right quick. I was going to give it to you, but I don't have it set up. There you go. Give you a round of applause for that. That you want to break away from saying anything Prime related. Hold on right quick. Let me bring that back and bring this back up. All right. So as far as YouTube goes, what do you think the hardest thing has been for you since you started your YouTube channel?
Well, in the beginning, I would say it was just finding the time to actually do it while doing training at the same time. Now I just, once I figured out how to manage my time with it, I would say just making sure I get decent content recorded getting the editing process done in a timely fashion and trying to get something out at least once a week. That's been the biggest challenge. Because as you know, editing a video, even though it's a 30 or 40-minute video, it can take more than 8 hours of time on a computer to put something together. And it's not even that great looking, you know? So if you really put something quality together, it could take a long time.
Yes. Don't I know? I come from an editing background. It just, you know, to put out a nice 20-minute video or a 30-minute video literally takes all day. And then when you upload it and publish it, and you go, let's say you let it go for like a week, and you come back the following week to check the analytics and only see that a handful of people watch it, you feel some kind of way about that. You know, it's kind of hard. It's
you know, for me, you know, I definitely did this more I started to do this more just to kind of show my family what I do for a living, and it just kind of blossomed into more of now I have a little bit of a following. But the hardest thing for me is, yeah, you're right. You put all that time and energy into it, and there's really nothing wrong with it. But I'll post a 20-minute video, and 2 minutes into me posting it, I get like 3 thumbs down. I don't know why I get a thumbs down, and you didn't even watch the video yet. And if you don't like my video, just unsubscribe. Why are you even on my channel?
Exactly, and it kind of works. It kind of works your emotions. Like you really would feel some kind of way. You'll get like burned from it. Like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why only 10 people watching? Why I'm getting a lot of thumbs down for it? And it's like,
yeah.
You know,
I'm not gonna lie, it does hurt my little feelings. But at the same time, when I'm looking at those 3, 4, 5 thumbs down, and I look over and there's like 100+ thumbs up, so I try to focus more on that positive side of it. And I just say, yeah, forget those 3. You can't make everybody happy, so forget those 3 people that didn't like it.
Yeah, but I look at it this way. I take it as a champ, you know, because even the people that dislike the video, that still works for the YouTube analytics or the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? I'm still saying fuck YouTube, but still I am here. And until they come up with another platform, I guess we're gonna all be here on YouTube, man. Resto says, he says, okay, now I gotta go. I'm going to change mine. He said, I'm going to change mine because mine says trucker too. And then he comes back a couple of comments later and says, the Puerto Rican driver, Resto. I changed it. That's what's up, Resto. That's what's up. That's my guy, man.
The Puerto Rican driver, Resto. Just remember, you can only change your name so many
times. That's what's up, man. Hey, Trucker John, since you've been driving for this little bit of time, though, what makes trucking different from all the other jobs that you had?
Well, even though I'm still with the trainer, you know, I've been in management positions before. This is, man, you know, you're by yourself. You don't have someone watching over your back to make sure you're doing everything right. And I love that. I love just doing something on my own. I know I'm doing it right. I don't have to worry about anybody. I take a little bit more pride in my work because of that. And man, I have the best view in the house. I just see a beautiful country, see all these different places. I've been across this country like 4 or 5 times now, and I've seen so much in a short amount of time, and it's just amazing.
All right, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Trucker John, everybody. Trucker John, man. What do you want people to know? What do you want people to know about? I know you said you don't want you want to, you know, you want to kind of like focus away from Prime, but what do you want people to know about Prime? Oh, yo, hold on. I don't think we lost him. I think we. Hold on. I think we lost him. Oh, damn it, man. Would you say that somebody said that that Cricket Wireless they must be they must be deep. They must be deep in the mountains now. I don't think he got any. Oh, wait. Hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on right quick. Oh, hold on. That's coming in from my other phone. Hold on. I don't even know where my other phone is at. God damn it, man. Hold on. We're going to try that again. All right. Give me a minute. I got to go and get my other phone. Hold on. Okay, we back.
All right, good.
All right. Yeah, you I have my other phone on the other side. All right, we're back, everybody. We're back. JJ Hammer down. He says, I'm telling you, man, those mountains is no joke. I can imagine.
No.
I can imagine. We could tell right now that the the internet connection damn sure wasn't working with us, and now it's messing with the telephone.
I use Sprint, so I'm not sure what's the better. What do you guys think out there? So you tell me, does anyone have better luck with using Sprint? Because man, anywhere I go, I have a terrible signal.
Hold on, wait. Who do you got? Sprint.
Okay. Sprint.
Man, no. You need T-Mobile, Verizon, or I dare to say AT&T, but but between the three, I mean, I'm going to be biased. I got T-Mobile, so I'm going to be biased towards T-Mobile, but
didn't T-Mobile buy Sprint?
Yeah, I'm kind of tripping about that because you're not getting that good connection. But I would probably say for the mountains, be on for real. I would say fuck with Verizon. No, I say mess with Verizon because Verizon customer service sucks, but their service is good, especially in the mountains. I mean, if you guys in the chat agree with me, hashtag Verizon. If y'all agree with me about the mountains. If not, if y'all biased about T-Mobile, rock with me with T-Mobile because that's what I got, and I haven't had no issues. A lot of people say that they don't like T-Mobile because they get drop signals and all like that. Me, in all honesty, I haven't had no issues. I mean, I pay extra for my continuous internet. But as far as signal goes, I'm pretty good, you know. Father D says you need Verizon while traveling the Northwest. So
Okay.
Melissa, she says hashtag Verizon. And she came back and she says it works in the middle of the ocean. She
Well, I'm
said,
gonna have to try Verizon.
she said it works in the middle of the ocean. I feel it.
Well, then it should work in the mountains.
Right. So, maybe when you get a chance or something like that, I mean, as far as the mountains and everything like that, I will probably say Verizon, but for anywhere else, in my opinion, I mess with T-Mobile. Trucker John, man, what so far, you still getting your feet wet with trucking. So I guess I will round this question up to all of all the jobs that you had in individual industries. So what have you learned so far in the trucking industry? What have you learned in your 2 years in the bus industry? And what have you learned in the 5 years of being corporate security?
Well, it's not going to be a nice answer, but because I work in security in the corporate world and I dealt with a lot of customers in the bus world, coming into the trucking industry, you really don't deal with customers. I'm going to have to say that I didn't like dealing with people. Now that I look back on it, I didn't like the customer service aspect of what I did. I was good at it, but looking back on it, man, I'm kind of happy just doing my own thing, and I have to worry about customer service. And the only people I really have to worry about are receivers and shippers, and that's a very short conversation mostly. So, I kind of like that.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Any future plans with trucking? You gonna stay? What's the end game, if any?
I still have a lot to learn. Just before I'm going to say I'm going to be a lease driver or own an op, or I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. I have so much to learn still in this industry. So it's hard to say what the outcome is going to be. What I would like, though, is what I should say is what I do like so far is so many opportunities and doors have opened just by having a Class A license. So even if I don't want to stick with Prime, for a year or two, and I want to go somewhere else, I can. If I want to go get a local job after getting 2 years experience, I can. If I want to buy a truck and do this on my own, do my own authority and all that good stuff, I can. All I have to do is learn how to do it, and I can do it.
All right, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Trucker John, what are some tips out here that you can give some inspiring people that's thinking about getting into the trucking industry?
Well, I would say, the first thing you need to do is your research, because this job is not just a job. And I've said in a couple of my videos, you really need to do your research. This is more of a lifestyle. This, you're living at your job basically. And that's different from most any other jobs other than probably being in the military. This is probably the closest thing you get to the military if you think about it, because you're away from your family for long periods of time. And, you get to come home once every month, if that.
Are you married? Did you say that you was married? Yeah. So what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I've been married for 20 years, and I have some older kids.
So what did your wife say when you told her that you was gonna go go truck driving and be away for as certain amount of time?
Right, and I had that conversation with my entire family, and of course with my wife. And it wasn't something that was like, and I'm going to do this in 2 weeks, I'll be gone. This was several months in the planning, and there was a lot of back and forth. I wasn't going to do it, and I was going to do it. It kind of went back and forth until we finally locked it in and said, "I'm going to do this." Obviously, being away was the biggest problem, and it still is. But when you look at the big picture and look at what I can gain out of this and what it can do for our family, down the road, it just seemed like the best idea at the time, and so far it's worked out.
All right. Do your wife have any inspirations in getting into the industry, or no?
Yeah, she's in the medical field, so she's not gonna. She's about to retire from the medical field, so she's gonna stick around with that. Now, if she does retire and the kids are all out of the house, they're older, once out of high school and all that, and then it's just her and me, then maybe she can jump on the truck with me, and this could be something we can do together. But I don't know. I kind of like being alone, like I said. Not to say I don't love my wife, but kind of nice to be out and do my own thing,
Now you say you was married for what, 20 years?
Yes.
Congratulations on that, man. That's a milestone right there. Not too many people make it to 20 years. So congratulations on that one, bro.
Thank you.
How now, since you're in the truck, how do you make it work? Tell me, bro. How do you make it work? How did you make 20 years work?
Well, I mean, you mean like while being in the truck, or just in general?
No, just in general.
Basically say yes to everything, and I'm always wrong.
Like I said, I've been I just got out of a 25 year marriage. Me and my wife, we've been separated for 7 years now.
Wow.
I mean, I was blessed to make it that long, but still, the advice that I have came across and that I'd given myself is to make every day one. You know what I'm saying? That day when you saw her, that day where you saw him, you know what I'm saying? That energy that you guys put into getting to know one another, and that energy that you did, to do, to make her, to make her want you, you know what I'm saying? Continue that.
Yeah.
Continue that. If you took her out to the movies every week, continue that. If you brought her flowers, continue that. You see what I'm saying? Continue so that it won't fall to the wayside.
Right.
Communication has always been an issue, but you got to make sure that communication is still fresh, and it's still got to be there. And that's the advice that I give in myself. So
yeah, that is all very great advice, and I would say, to add on to that, definitely enjoy all of the little things, because they do matter. Don't take everything and blow it out of proportion, because you guys will have your fights, you have your arguments, and a few hours later you're like, oh, that was a stupid thing to argue about. So don't take little things and blow it up.
Exactly. JJ Hammerdown says it best. Happy wife is a happy life. Christopher,
that's my wife's favorite thing.
Christopher Robin Trucking, what's going on, bruh? Haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? You been hibernating? He says, ain't got nothing else to lose. Laugh out loud. Amazon non-powered loads is the way to go. Don't even need a trailer. Get paid every Friday, even if the load isn't ready, or there you still get paid for it. A lot of companies do power onlys with Prime, right?
I haven't really dealt with it too much, but yeah, they do a lot of repowers. But usually it's the solo drivers that can't make it to their destinations on time. So we haven't, being a team truck, we haven't had that issue.
All right, that's what's up. All right, once again, everybody, Trucker John. Next time you come on here, man, you probably might have a different name. Trucker John, you are definitely part of the L.O.M community, man. Thank you very much for sharing your story with us, man. I really do appreciate it. You definitely stay safe. Keep pushing. You know, I know what is it, 50,000 miles with your trainer. You know, it takes a lot, but hopefully you'll be able to make it through, man.
Yeah, well let me say this, Locko, man. I'm definitely a big fan. Like I said, I try to catch every single one of your shows. I appreciate everything you do, and I'm blessed to be a part of your community.
Thank you very much, and I am blessed that you came and blessed the Lockoutmen podcast show, man. Thank you very much.
Hey.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'll be on the road. So if you're with your family, make sure you enjoy.
All right, brother, man. You stay safe out there, all right?
You as well. Thank you, sir.
Take it easy, yo. All right, let me get that out the way. And that's going to do it for the Lockoutmen podcast show today. Thank you to my special guest, Trucker John, for coming on and sharing his experience with us tonight. If you guys know or want or anything, or you want me to reach out to somebody, let me know. I will reach out to them and see if I can get them on the show. You can hit me up in the DM. It's the easiest way to get at me is at Instagram. I finally figured that it is a hell of a lot easier for people to really get at me over at Instagram and the DM. It's still easy to get at me at the Gmail. That's lockoutmenpodcast@gmail.com. But I have a lot of people that comes in, not just from the L.O.M community, but a lot of people that wants to collaborate, that wants to, sponsors and all that other good stuff. So the easiest way to get at me is the DM over at Instagram. All right, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell and that all button. That all button lets you know when I drop videos, and that all button lets you know when I go live. That's what's up. But most important though, hit that like button. Let YouTube know that you're rocking with the Lockoutmen podcast show. And I appreciate you guys rocking out with me. Hook me up with some coffee, man. You guys know how to do that. I don't even have to let you know. Y'all know how to do that. Before I go, hold on. Let me see. Hold on right quick. Give me a second. I gotta go and grab it for you guys. Hold on. I gotta go here. And hold on. Go here. I gotta go here and here. Man, I gotta go through a whole bunch of spots, don't I? There we go. Let me grab that. All right. I finally figured out how to do this thing. So if you guys want to join the community, there's the link right there. Hook a brother up, man. Y'all could just go ahead and hit that link right there and just boom, join the community. All right. I made it easy for you guys. All right. You guys take it easy. I really do appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And until next time, y'all, I will come back at you with another video that probably might not be tomorrow night. I might do an Instagram quickie, but yeah, we're pretty much off Thanksgiving. So everybody, you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving. If you're out there on the road, stay safe. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. And if you guys with your family, y'all guys have a very blessed and safe Thanksgiving out there. Until next time, everybody, I will come at you guys with another video. Peace.
Cause baby, once I'm gone, I ain't coming back. And you gon' have to settle with another man. But when you realize, don't be running back. Ain't no sunshine